Pisces, and welcome to your reading for August 2021. Welcome back to Pure Guidance. We're going to be using a new deck today, and the name of this deck is Tarot of the Divine. You can take a screenshot if you like, if you're interested in knowing who it's by. But for now, let's go ahead and get started. I've already meditated on your energy as well as pre-shuffled this deck right here. So let's see what August holds in store for you, Pisces. How has your summer been so far? How has July been for you? Hopefully it's been fun and magical. I know your last reading was quite beautiful. So hopefully most of you, if not all of you, received some sort of a good news in one way or another. If not, July has not ended yet. So don't lose hope. Okay, your first two cards. Oh, interesting. Two of Wands. How gorgeous is that? Followed by 5 of Coins. So it feels like some of you are about to start on a new journey. However, you're not so sure whether or not you can take that step forward. Okay, it looks like you might be afraid of not having enough money. Maybe you're waiting for the deposit, but it hasn't come through yet. So there is some hesitation when it comes to your financial situation. Just not being where you want to be. Feeling like you're sitting outside in the cold and freezing. And although mercy is right on the other side, it feels like it's not at your feet just quite yet. That's what we're seeing in the cards for you. But remember, when the 5 of Coins shows up, it is simply a fear and not a reality. So why don't we continue with our cards and actually let's put them here and see where they take us. Okay, it's like I said, it's just fear. But 2 of Wands is a great sign as your first card out. It looks like you are heading towards a new direction, almost like you have kind of a new like a new idea, a journey you wish to embark upon, and it is different. It's different than your past, and you're ready, but you're a little bit exactly like how Pisces can be, right? With the fish pointing in 2 directions, we have here the head that's kind of split into 2 directions. But it makes sense. 5 of Coins helped answer that question as to why that might be. So there's that financial burden that may be present. But okay, well, this is followed by a Page of Swords. All right, some good, good news making its way to you. Perhaps that will help ease out the decision-making process. By that, I mean whatever path you're about to walk on and you being unsure about your footing, well, you're about to be pretty sure, pretty certain as to what is the right next best step. Listen to your surroundings, listen to the signs. I love, like, you see, it looks like a river, but here it's that of gold. Right, it's that of gold, which means that I feel like there's positive news kind of flowing towards you. Even the bird that's whispering is golden, and so it might be a month of gold here for you, Pisces. A month of gold, wow. So Page of Swords being followed by the Queen of Swords and the 4 of Cups. Excuse me. So Queen of Swords, really just indicating to us that you will be very, very vocal in the month of August, Pisces. You know what you want and you want to be heard, and knowing what you want people to know, you're going to be very much present and letting people know, your thoughts on a matter. If you are wanting to give advice, Pisceans are known to be, filled with wisdom and intuition. Your intuition, it's not just about you knowing where you are, what you're doing, but you're really good at guiding other people as well. Just because of how intuitive you are when it comes to other people. When someone walks into the room, you know the kind of energy they're holding and carrying and what kind of trouble they might be in and how to help them. Like you, in that sense, right? You're also, like Virgo, the healer of the zodiac. So with the Queen of Swords coming into place here for us, this particular one comes from an Arabic folktale, and it's really about using your judgment in order to kind of lay out the fair ground for people. Okay, using your judgment, you might find yourself as being very protective, not overprotective, but protective of those that you care about. Okay, you might be giving some sort of tough love and meaningful criticism, but at the end of the day, it's going to benefit the other person who's there. So whatever you're doing, know that it comes from a place of you knowing what you're talking about. And that's why it really helps the other party that you're trying to help. Okay, this was followed by the Four of Cups. Being grateful for what you do have instead of focusing on what you don't. It's there. It's in the coming. See how it's being portrayed here. They're all here. And the last one, instead, most other decks, they show it as a fallen cup and so forth, or just, in this case, it's showing that it is on its way to you. It is coming. It is in the becoming. And the best thing you can do at this point is just, hold your head up high and be hopeful and remain high-spirited, regardless of the circumstances, regardless of you being fearful of, the amount of money you might have. Just being in a place of being aware, being optimistic. Daydreaming can be a negative thing if that's all you're doing. Don't lose sight of the work that you have to do during the month of August. Okay? Now, I did get this feeling with the whole, this might be a month of gold for you, Pisces. So let's continue. Let's continue with your reading so far. There's been a lot of, advice kind of happening here for you. So, okay, 8 of Coins. Perhaps some sort of an opportunity making its way to you. And you may feel all broken and bruised from all the hard work you've done, right? You can look at her hands, look at her feet. She's done everything she could. And she feels like, when will I get to fly with the birds? When will my time come? And it is here, Pisces. Here's the Moon card. That's your card, Pisces. It is here. It is a beautiful time to reflect. It is a beautiful time to pay attention to your own intuition that's guiding you forward. And to be that strength, to be the one that brings in peace, to be the one that brings in guidance, not just to self, but for others around you. So it's good to keep that in mind. Followed by the Knight of Wands. Be fearless in your pursuit of your desires, Pisces. Let your inner desires burn bright and take you towards the having of what you're wanting. So far I'm sensing worry when it comes to money, but I'm also sensing you know what it is you want and the direction you want to take. It looks like you've put in everything that you could. You've really given it your all, everything that you possibly could. And so August, it turns August in turn, I feel it's kind of like there's a battle, but at the same time I feel like there's a win of some sort here for you. So 7 of Cups, and it was followed by 2 more cards. It's the Page of Coins and the 9 of Wands. Okay, so I get that sense of, it's a golden month, but I also get a sense of you're not quite there yet. You want it, but you're not quite there yet. It's just a matter of you picking on the right kind of, literally, it's a 7 of Cups, so you picking on the right cup. And if you pick the right cup, then you'll have whatever you want. Hopefully, if you pick the right cup, that is, right? Otherwise, it will be something very different. And in order to make that decision, you're going to have to rely on your own intuition. You're going to have to rely on your own intelligence as to what should I do, where should I go, and you're going to have to rely on your own kind of passion, the fire that comes from within, the want to pursue, the want to, rub that cup and make it come into existence. All of that comes from within. So what I'm seeing in the reading here is not necessarily about other people. It's not necessarily about love, romance, studies, and finances. It's none of that. This is an internal journey that you've been on, Pisces, or at least for the month of August. It's going to be all about you. It's going to be about realigning with your higher self. All right? Now, with the last two cards that we see here, you will get to enjoy everything that you have brought into existence. Okay? There is peace and harmony, and there's also an ending to a very difficult time here for you. I feel like there should be one more. Okay, 4 of coins and 2 of coins. You're going to be juggling with money, Pisces. Okay, it is what it is. That's what the cards are saying. There's a little bit of juggling with the money, but there's also protection when it comes to money. There's also feeling complete. So it almost like you'll have enough to be able to juggle your way through the month of August. Perhaps more so will be coming your way in September, but at least for August, just know money's going to be tight. It's going to be something that's of issue, and you're going to have to make those right decisions in order to get all the way through. Okay, but remember, July was a beautiful month there for you. August is more so, it's very money and financially oriented. Okay, so again, it's a general reading. If you're looking for more sort of a love reading that didn't come through right now, you can always take a look at my website at IamPureGuidance.com. For now, I just want to go ahead and take a look at what's under the deck here for you, Pisces. So we have here the Justice card. This card almost feels like you want to do right by you. You want to do what's good for you. You may have been giving other people a lot of time. You may have been doing a lot for other people, or at least your loved ones, and going above and beyond what you could. But now it's time to do right by you. And it looks like that's exactly what you're going to be doing. 10 of Wands indicating that a very difficult period, or at least the time that you've given to your other people, is going to end, and now it's going to be all about you. Don't forget the Moon card that came into play. That's the Pisces card. Followed by Temperance, followed by the Magician. Bring that magic right back into your life, Pisces. I love the illustrations. Wow. Temperance and the Magician. It's about finding yourself, finding your soul, finding your path, bringing some more love and harmony right into being. I want to emphasize 2 cards. Well, Temperance, definitely. It's about that, the balancing act. It's about letting the difficulty end. It's about, again, that balancing, the juggling that's going to take place. But this is an internal meditative state of mind that will help bring resolution. So in particular, the Temperance card, this comes from a Buddhist kind of background where it's about, treating everything in moderation. So if you're struggling financially, again, it's about moderation. Okay? I also want to kind of emphasize making sure that you allow harmony and good influence to penetrate your soul and nothing else, because whatever comes in also comes out. So if you embody yourself as love, like the Empress, then that is exactly what you'll be able to radiate to everyone, to your loved ones, and beyond. And what I want to add is the Magician card. Okay, the Magician card, this one in particular comes from France. It's from a French fairy tale where the magician is the helping hand. And here it feels like you yourself are encompassing a being like the Empress, where you are the helping hand. You are resourceful. And then of course we have Our Lady of Guadalupe. This is a card from Mexico, right? Catholic saint. It's about nurturing, being abundant. It's a mother's love. You don't have to be a mother to provide mother's love. It's sometimes, to Pisceans at least, it's from instinct. It just is. It's just who you are. And it looks like that's everything that you will be internalizing. And as you do, you'll be able to externalize it. Despite your battles, despite any financial hardships, you'll still be able to be there and give to other people. Okay? So, you are the embodiment of love, Pisces, and this month is going to be all about that beautiful, subtle guidance that you are and that you provide to other people. And there we have it. a little bit of a longer reading here for you, but it's an important message given all the other cards that came out here for you. So hopefully it helped. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and hope you have a lovely month. Take care. Peace.